Hey, I'm Robert Hovakimian, and this is Shuffle and Swing. So this is a game about mice that run a factory that creates giant instruments for giants, presumably humans, and they recruit cats to help them with the labor. So you are the mice, you are the supervisors and the managers at this factory. You're using cats to build the instruments. Every game, you work on 3 different instruments across the different departments. So we have the horns, the guitar, and the piano in this game, but every game it's going to be different. These are front and back sided, so you always have a different mix every time you play. The way the game works is on your turn you have your little mouse pawn, and you're going to move it to one of the departments. So for instance, I could take this guy and move him over there. I'm now working on the piano this turn essentially, and each department has 4 different actions in it. 2 of them are the build action, 1 of them is the refresh, and 1 of them is the inspect action. To take an action, you have to use a dice. If you have a die off the board, you can place it into an empty spot and take the action that way. Or you can use a die that's already there. Even if it's not yours, you can use anyone's die. So if blue comes here and uses purple die, they're going to take a build action at a power value of 2. So they're going to put out 2 pieces. But the purple player is going to get a new cat. So everywhere in this department, you see these orange cats. This is the orange department. Whenever your die is used here, you get an orange cat. So purple would get the orange cat and place it on their board. Okay? And then they would take the action. And the idea of the build is that you're putting out these acrylic pieces on top to represent your construction. And every spot has a cost. You take the corresponding cats and you lay them to sleep. They have a sleepy side, and they go onto your little bed. Okay? That's the idea of build. You're trying to get a majority in that instrument. And then when you do the refresh, you can take the workers back. So if there's like a 2, I can take them back from my 2 row or my 2 column, and now they're available to work again. And then finally, you have the inspector. Every region has an inspector mouse that walks around, and with that action, you score the pieces that have been placed. So if you walked here and then here, he would get 3 points for purple and 1 point for blue as the inspector walked around. So that's the idea of the game. You want to build these instruments together and fight for majorities.